Welcome to the new series on the channel where I'll be going in depth with each of the legendaries in the game and giving you the information you need to know before you use them. In today's video, we'll be going over the Face Puncher. This is a unique shotgun that shoots melee damage out, and you might be thinking to yourself, well, what's the point of shooting a gun that does melee damage when you can just shoot a gun that does gun damage? And that is what this video is going to be all about. Now, to farm for the Face Puncher, you're going to want to come over to Promethea and go to the Skywell 27, and you can farm Handsome Jackie. She's the person that drops it. It is a unique drop for her after the update, and this is where she is located. Alright, so now to get in depth with the shotgun. This shotgun can roll with either ×14 pellets or ×7 pellets, and that can make a huge difference in the way you play the game. This shotgun also cannot do crit damage, as it does do melee damage and doesn't do any gun damage whatsoever. And with that being said, this shotgun has a lot of utilities. So the utility that comes with this shotgun is the fact that it can proc certain perks in the game without actually having to do the melee on people. Obviously, this gun would also be very good on Amara, as she does have a melee based skill tree, but this gun is also very good on other characters other than Amara because of the fact it causes melee damage, and you're going to want to have ×14 for the best utility in the game. Now, what I'm talking about is if you have an artifact that basically gives you ammo refill with a melee, you basically can just have infinite ammo because you just keep shooting the shotgun doing your melee damage and you have ammo. There's also other artifacts that give you life steal when you shoot an enemy, so basically you're getting weak and you can start regenerating health. And as you saw right there, there's also another sub benefit that when you melee an enemy, you have a 30% chance to apply a sticky bomb. So you're basically can just shoot grenades out with this gun. So with this shotgun alone, if you have the right artifact, you can basically shoot grenades, get life steal back, and you can have infinite ammo. It's really good, and this is for every class in the game. It doesn't matter what class you're on. It's just a simple, you were hitting an enemy with a melee because your shotgun is doing melee damage and you're getting all these benefits back. Now, with that being said, the gun doesn't do an insane amount of damage. It's not really supposed to for that, but you can spec around it to get it to do a lot of damage. And the person you want to do that for is definitely Amara. So right here we have 3027 damage base. And a thing for most Amara players is that they wonder if personal space actually benefits the Face Puncher, and I can tell you that it does not actually. It does not give any benefits at all to the Face Puncher. It still does the same amount of damage no matter how close you are, and it's a worthless perk when using the Face Puncher, so we know that now. The next thing is, can it work with Samsara? Because it says gun damage per stack, so let's test that out. Yes, you hit more damage. It went to 3631. Alright, so the next skill we're obviously going to be taking is the Find Your Center skill, which gives you 100% more melee damage and more melee range after using action skill. Now, I've tested to see if you get more range. After you pop your action skill, you get more range with the Face Puncher. And from what I can tell, it doesn't seem like it. It's kind of hard to tell in the test on me because the range is just not that long. But from what I can tell, it doesn't benefit it. But the melee damage definitely does benefit it, because we are now at 5,766 damage with the Face Puncher alone, which is just crazy. And we're not even done yet. Now, and none of the other skills in the skill tree really matter for her melee damage. But if you go down to the bottom and get this, you get 100% more melee damage. And we go to 6,589. So as you see, the Face Puncher benefits greatly with melee damage bonuses, and it can start to do a lot of damage. It still has more to improve right here. But I think I'm going to show you real quick is if you actually use Infusion and you match the elements to the enemy you're shooting, you actually end up doing a lot more damage. As you see, we're getting 3,000 and 5,000 basically right there, and that's equaling to 9,000, probably almost 10,000 with the other numbers, just in one shot. And that's up from almost 3,000 damage just without Infusion. So Infusion, I feel like it's definitely worth it. Now, if you put points into Tempest and Anima, you're obviously going to be doing more damage, and then you want to put a point in Illuminated Fist to get even more damage, and that brings it to 4,755 and 8,210. So as you see, that is a lot of damage. That is nearly as a little over 12k. And now to finish it all off, we can have stuff like our Breaker class mod, which is giving us more melee damage, and we're getting a point in Find Your Center. And then we can have a class mod that gives us more melee damage and even more after we slide. So with all that together, you're just getting a lot of damage numbers and a lot of elements. It is nearly 10k per shot on those, so you're almost doing 40k per shot with just one thing, which is just insane. So as you can see, the Face Puncher is a very, very good shotgun. It is very good on Amara because of the amount of damage you can get out with it. But if you're not even playing on Amara, you can have it for the utility, and you can also use the utility for Amara, obviously. And you can get basically infinite ammo, infinite health, and apply grenades to people, which is just fun. The way shotguns work in this game, each pellet basically counts as a shotgun shot. So if you're shooting 14 pellets at one enemy, you're proccing 8% chance a lot, and you're getting all your ammo back, and you're proccing their 75% life steal back a lot. All the pellets are hitting, and you just get an insane amount of return. Like it's actually crazy how good the shotgun is for that. It is what allows people to basically solo Molly one takedown for the most part. There's obviously some other things. It's what allows some people to do certain builds is let them have infinite health, is because they can just swap this really quick and get health. It's literally like a Moxie weapon in Borderlands 2. You can apply the Moxie skin to it, and that's what you have if you're using that artifact. But yes, this shotgun is definitely something that everyone should be getting. It is one of the most versatile weapons in the game, and you should definitely go farm for it if you don't have one. That's going to do it all for me. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know in the comments what legendary you would like to see next, and ways I can improve this if you want to see it in other ways. But anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.